Hi everyone. Now we are going to discuss about introduction to Schrödinger's wave equation and wave function for a free particle. We already discussed about the basics of quantum mechanics, where we say about de Broglie's hypothesis and then the concept of Einstein's photoelectric equation. So by following up that, Schrödinger derived the equation for the wave function of a particle. So he known well each and every particle, as per de Broglie's hypothesis, it is inferred that each and every particle is associated with a wave. So Schrödinger derived the equation for the wave which is associated with the particle. So whenever you start saying about a wave function, so by classical mechanics we have a wave equation is a second order differential equation in space and time. You just notice the equation dou squared u by dou x squared with respect to the term x representing space and t represent time will be equal to 1 by v squared times of dou squared u by dou t squared. Here v is the velocity of disturbance along the string. So what we already seen in the stretched wire. So when we are setting with the boundary condition of x equal to 0 to the maximum of x equal to L, and we have a chance of solving of this problem by using of partial differential calculations. So by following up that, we can get the general solution as given here. U of x comma t represents the equation of wave function by classical mechanics. We have a term un of x comma t because the combination of waves, then you know the final general formula or general relation will be equal to summation of n equal to 1 to theta to the extent of infinity. So we have an int of cos omega t plus pi and sin n pi x divided by n. So therefore we say a wave equation is the usual basis of mathematical theory of wave motion. So by following up the same theory of classical mechanics of wave function, we have electromagnetic wave traveling in x direction, and that wave equation will be equal to dou squared Ey divided by dou x squared. It will be equal to 1 by c squared times of dou squared Ey by dou t squared. Here Ey represents the component of electric intensity in y axis. We already known that if you define with the electromagnetic wave which is moving along the x axis, means the electric component is on y axis and magnetic component on z axis. So these equations also solved by using of classical mechanical theory. Whereas if you want to go with a differential equation for a wave is associated with a particle in motion which cannot be derived from first principles. So the equation of waves may be developed by any one of the following procedures. So it was already inferred that derivation of a wave function is tried by so much of scientists. According to that, they just followed certain basic rules and regulations. Out of that, the four important utilized procedures are: the first one is they have a chance of the equation of motion of classical mechanics are transformed into a wave equation in accordance with the wave properties of matter, which is based on de Broglie's hypothesis. So as per the first condition, we have just started transforming of the equation what we got for classical mechanics to the quantum mechanics side. This is the first procedure what is followed by the set of scientists or the people working on the area of quantum mechanics for deriving of equation for a wave. Whereas the second option is a complex variable quantity called the wave function is assumed to represent a plain simple harmonic wave which is associated with the free particle, and the classical expressions for the total energy is utilized as it is. So this is one other procedure which is followed by Schrödinger for deriving of equation for a wave associated with the particle. Whereas the third option is a particle at a given position and at a given time is represented by a wave packet which is obtained by superposition of group of plane waves of nearly the same wavelength, so which interfere destructively everywhere except the wave packet. So in this case also the classical expression for the total energy is utilized as it is. This one is the third option of deriving of wave function. Whereas the fourth option or fourth procedure followed by the scientists are in the classical expression for the total energy of the particle, the dynamical quantities are replaced by the corresponding operators. So these operators are allowed to operate upon the wave function. So this is the one other procedure are utilized for derivation of wave function. Okay. So out of this we are just going to discuss about the basics followed by Schrödinger on deriving of wave equation. So whenever you start working with the wave equation of particle, we just apply a condition of a particle of mass m is moving in motion along the positive direction with accurately known momentum and total energy. So whenever you are accepting with the de Broglie's hypothesis, we have a chance of, or we say about uncertainty principles, we say that once we have the accurately measuring momentum and total energy of the system, means definitely we don't know about the exact condition of position of the particle. So we say the position of the particle is completely undetermined. So we know that the wave associated with a particle should be in plane and continual harmonic motion traveling along the positive x direction. So by following up that, we just going to derive particle and wave nature of the system by means that we know the formula for wavelength for a particle associated with the wave will be equal to h by p and frequency will be equal to E equal to h nu. So the equation of lambda represents the particle nature, whereas E equal to h nu represents wave nature. So while we rewrite these equation in terms of h cross, so what we have to do is very simple. We just find, we already told we are going to utilize with momentum p of x will be equal to h by lambda as per this equation. So whilst I multiply and divide by 2 pi in both sides, by means that we can get h by 2 pi as h cross and 2 pi by lambda to be termed as propagation constant k. Likewise, E equal to h nu will be written as h by 2 pi times of 2 pi nu. So you know well h by 2 pi will be written as h cross and 2 pi nu is the frequency, angular frequency to be written as omega. So we assume that the plane wave is represented by a complex variable quantity psi of x comma t in space and time. So this quantity is called as wave function of a particle. So regarding the general wave function form, psi of x comma t will be written as a e power minus I omega times of t minus x by nu will be there. So you already known well, if you just insert the term omega into the multiplies, we have get the final term of a e power minus I times of omega t minus omega x by nu. So this term of omega by nu will be equivalent to the propagation constant k, by means that we can get the equation, wave equation of form psi of x comma t will be equal to a e power minus of I times of omega t minus kx. Here a is the arbitrary constant and the term I will be equal to root of minus 1. So now we are just utilizing the equation what we derived earlier regarding the term p of x and E equal to h cross by omega. So once we are using of these two terms as per the conditions, so we can rewrite the term omega and k on the wave function of a particle. So we have a final equation psi of x comma t will be equal to a e power I times, instead of omega I can write it as E by h cross. Likewise, instead of k I can write it as px by h cross. So you notice that on these two terms we have a common h cross is there and denominator, by means that we can write the final equation of a e power I by h cross. I just change the negative terms on opposite side, by means that I can get px of x minus et. So this equation represents a plane continuous simple harmonic wave associated with the particle of accurately known momentum and total energy moving in a positive x direction. So if a plane wave is traveling in an arbitrary direction and then the wave function will be represented by the operator. So in this case, instead of p of x it is written as p vector and x represents r vector. So this is the case of if suppose we are defining with the operators. Okay. So these are the very simple explanation regarding wave equation for a particle. So we'll meet you soon with the next topic. Thank you.